is the one that you've given in the chat, right?
Yeah, you can share it.
Yeah. Give me 1 minute, just getting this out. Again, to everyone.
Okay, so it seems we have some feedback from the chat. Okay, 1 moment, let's confirm you hear us, guy. Steve, can you confirm everything is good? Moment.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it sounds good.
Okay, so it seems we're all good. Let's start.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's do it for today.
yeah,
Okay.
let's do it. So are we all good to go? We're all ready?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
start.
Amazing. Okay. Hi, everyone. Crypto Cafe here. So glad you guys can all be here. Welcome to the whole GS community, to the whole Metagames community. Today, we are honored and excited because we're joined by the whole Metagames team, who will shortly introduce themselves in a second. And we're super excited because what they're going to be doing today is they're going to give us an exclusive sneak peek of Metagames 3D and Metaverse. So basically, we're in for a treat because this is super duper duper new. And basically, if you don't know already, Metagames is a metaverse of games, immersed virtual world where you can do so many different things. Like game developers can create and launch their own games, players can earn NFTs and rewards by playing their favorite games in the metaverse, and investors and token holders can profit from ownership, leasing, virtual land, advertising, and so much more. So we have been doing a GLEAM competition, as many of you are aware, and we'll be announcing the 10 lucky winners later on today. But there's also, if you're answering great questions today and being really interactive, we're gonna be picking 4 winners where they can win up to $200. So definitely stay tuned. Today, what we're gonna be going is we're gonna go do a walkthrough. So the team are going to take us on a walkthrough, and then we're going to be followed on by an amazing gameplay, and then we're going to open it up for questions. So I'm now going to hand it over to the Metagames team. Hi guys, how are you all?
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Cafe.
Hi.
Everything's good, better than yesterday.
Okay.
So, hi everyone. I'm Jonathan, the CEO of Metagamz. Most of you already know me, so I would like to introduce to you our team members one by one. So let's start with Laurent. Hi, Laurent. He's the artistic director of Metagamz. Laurent, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm glad to share you our work today. I'm artistic director, so I try to make my best to keep a nice environment with the feature of Unreal 5. So it's a great DeFi, and I love it really. We work in the future.
Thanks, Laurent. So we have also with us today Alexandre.
Hi.
Alexandre is our Unreal Engine technical leader. Hi, Alexandre. Can you
Hi.
introduce you?
Yeah, sure. Sure. I'm very happy to introduce you this new world and these new environments developed with Unreal 5, Unreal Engine 5, which is the very new version. That's few years that I'm developing virtual worlds, and this one will be the best.
Hopefully so. So we have also with us today Hervé. Hervé is our full stack developer and technical lead. Hi, Hervé. Can you introduce you to the team, to the community? Sorry.
Hello everyone, so I'm Rové and sorry, I was speaking the same time as you. Hello everyone, so as you mentioned, I'm taking care of the full stack and also all the little bits and tips to make Unreal work, because Unreal 5 is still a pre-version right now, so we have a lot of discovery to do on that and to fine-tune everything to make it go smoothly.
So thanks, Hervé. So here's the core team. We have the main members of the team. We have also some other team members in blockchain development, in game design, assets, and marketing team. We didn't want everybody to participate to the live stream today, but here's the core team. So I'm happy that everyone is now capable of seeing the core team.
Amazing. Nice
Yeah.
meeting everyone. So great for you guys to be here. We're so excited about what you're going to show us now. So let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start. Alexandre, can you start screen share your screen and make us a little walkthrough?
Okay.
So just to introduce to everyone what's going to happen now. So Alexandre is going to start on his computer Metagamz game, and he will run a little walkthrough the map in order to explain and show us what is already existing inside the ecosystem and how we look the map. So Alex, I'll let you drive the presentation.
So this is one of the first character that we will have. We will have the choice between few different character at the beginning, and we can either get the third person or first person view. It's up to you. You can choose. Here we are into a very special apartment. You will see where you can go through all the rooms. You can see everything outside. You can see the sea, mountains, and then we will go outside to see exactly what's happened. And maybe we will have a little jump. So let's go for a ride. Yeah, I forgot to mention it. It was a rooftop. So welcome into our map. So it is a very large world. Everything is at the correct size. You can walk through everywhere. You can, for now, you can run, you can walk. After I will show you a special option, but in the near future you will get some cars, some planes, some helicopters, some boats also, because as you saw it before, we get beautiful sea, and so after you can travel all over the world because it's a true open world. As you can see, everything is possible because of Unreal 5 and the new feature like the night and lumens. Lumens, it's the new systems that's allowed you to get a real-time lighting and reflection. Like this, it's more natural and everything is much better and beautiful.
So in order to give a little bit more explanation about what you're seeing, so all the ecosystem you're currently seeing in the screen share is done on Unreal Engine and Engine 5. So the core engine is running on Unreal Engine. We have created a map in which you can see different buildings and assets, such as building, interior decoration for the buildings. Also, asset and accessories will follow. So as you can see, the main character is now running in the map. So everything is, in terms of proportion, everything is as per real human size. So the character you can see is approximately 1 meter 80 centimeter height, and the different buildings you can see around represents tens of meters height. So everything is in proportion. The main map, the global map, is approximately 100 square kilometers. Okay, so here you can see a bit of the outside of the main downtown. The main downtown being the ecosystem belonging to Metagamz. So in this downtown, we will have our own spaces, our own building, our own apartment, like the rooftop you just saw before, and we will, by the time we open NFT real estate for land sale, we will start selling some parcels that are inside the main downtown or also around on the other continents. So Alexandre, can you walk through some of the main building to show us also what the features we will have?
we will go to have a look on the building, which is on the beach, on the new port, a small port like this. You will be able to go to take a boat soon. As you can see, you see the sports centers. This will be a stadium. And okay.
Oh, okay. That's going to be a stadium, you said?
Yeah, this is going to be a stadium. This is a sports center.
Oh, wow. Oh, that looks amazing.
It's very, very, very big.
Yeah, so at some point, when we will open access to the main map, all the different characters, avatars from the different users will be in the same environment. We will be able to see other people's chat, meet them, go inside some specific building that we're creating, such as the weapons center, such as the sports center, that will embed first games by the end of Q3. And we will also map the rest of the continents of the map for the game editors to create their own building and to create their own gameplay. So now Alexandre is going to go inside one of our building. Maybe what is the closest?
The closest, it's the terminal, which will be the one you will take to go to teleport yourself to other places or take the boat.
Yeah, can you go through a bit of the exterior just to show the mountains and the sea view?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go on the right part of our downtown, and this will be just close to the sea, to the ocean.
If necessary, you can activate the jetpack too.
Okay.
Okay, let's go with the jetpack.
What?
Yeah. Let's see the jetpack.
Yeah, because as the distance are quite important. All the characters will have a jetpack by default.
Yeah.
So here you can see that he's changing the different kind of jetpack he's using.
Yeah.
So this is assets that are going to be available also as NFT assets. Some will be available for free for the users and available inside the ecosystem, and some others will be unlocked as per the gameplay, as per the experience of each user. The more they advance in the game, the more they will have access to special assets and features.
All right. Amazing.
Now you can see the ocean and the mountain.
So we have also some nature that is inside the main map, because the map is big. So in that nature, for example, you could use boats to go through the ocean. You could use helicopters or plane to go from one point of the map to the other point of the map. And in between, there will be different kind of urbanisms and different kind of games that will be available all the way.
How would one use a helicopter? Do they have to be at a certain level, or they have to progress to that level?
Yeah, they will have to progress to unlock the assets corresponding to helicopter. So it will come later on in the game, and once they have unlocked that asset, they will be able to have one helicopter for free they can use to go in different places of the map.
Continents.
Yeah, and we will also have some exclusive asset that will come, such as exclusive avatars, exclusive weapons, exclusive transportation vehicles, and exclusive also assets such as building and things like that will come all the way through 2022 until we finally open and provide access to all the games and assets we're going to create. So here we are inside the one of the main buildings, that is the teleportation building, in which users will be able from this point to go and being teleported to other places in the map. Of course, those teleportation features will be also accessible in the main menus of the game. But this is just to give you a little idea of the kind of experience that will be available. So what I would like to insist in is that as you can see inside the ecosystem, the rendering of the graphics is really quite next gen and quite advanced compared to what we have in the gaming and the blockchain industry currently. This is mostly due because we're creating the ecosystem on Unreal Engine 5, which is really much more advanced in terms of graphism and the capacity of making important calculation for generating all those views. So this is just a sample of what we could create. We have taken that color code, that kind of architecture, but in terms of artistic design, everything is possible. We can create something that is really realistic, as we can create something that is really purely futuristic or something we have never seen. And in terms of rendering, the 3D will always look that kind of effect with almost no pixels.
Nice, very futuristic. I love it.
Yeah. So Alexandre, can you show us, are we far from the NFT museum?
I will take the jetpack.
Okay, let's take the jetpack and we go now to one building that will become the NFT museum. So there we will be able to promote 2Ds and 3Ds NFTs from game editors, landowners, and also some external partners to display them in our museum. So just the time for him to get there.
Really quick.
Yeah.
So if he decided to not use the jetpack and he wasn't on that level, how long would it take to get to the NFT museum?
Could take something around 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. There's a big difference then, yeah.
Yeah. But at some point, while the user will work inside the map, he will have access to hidden games, hidden assets, things like that. He can also unlock while he is moving in the main map. Okay. So here we are inside the NFT museum. It's a place that will be purely dedicated for NFT exposition, in which we will promote NFT in the gaming industry, of course. We will have 2D and 3D NFTs available. So here the user will be able to select and view different NFTs in 3D mode, because we are in a 3D environment, so they will be able to see it in a 3D mode. Alexandre, is there anything you would like to share us?
Yeah, here you can find some private place to select the NFT that you want to choose, you want to see, and also we will have some chatting places where you can meet other people and speak about the NFTs and whatever you want, or maybe the artist who designed the NFT. You can do it over there.
Okay, so there'll be private rooms for different avatars to meet up and
become friends. Of course, as now it's only a pre-demo, online demo to show people what we're working on. Everything is not already done and mapped, but at some point the map will be clear. Every important building will be specifically written in the map. And well, I'm a gamer. I know how gamer will work. At some point, they know where things are located in the map and where events will happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the kind of building that we're creating and providing inside some of the building, not all of them. Inside some of the building, specific experiences will be provided like that. So far we have created NFT museum. We have created a sports center. We are creating a weapon center, a casino. We will finish also with a roller coaster or a carousel. This will be the first game available when we open in the downtown. And by the end of Q3, we will have created all the map and provide the game editors the tools that will help us create their own games in their own building. So let's go to test one game. Okay, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay, so
1
now Alex
minute.
is going to go in one of our building where we have hidden and embed access to one game.
Ah. So we're testing a game now.
Yeah, we're going to test
Oh,
the
it's
game now.
exciting.
So it's just a first version of a mix between platform games and shooting games, so we can
Okay.
show that we can move in the platform and we can also use weapons. We have other games being prepared, but we want to show just a little demo game to show the people what is already being done.
Okay, perfect.
In this.
So the map is huge. Huh? It could take 1 hour to drive you
Like going
through
around
all
the
the
world.
map. Yeah, we go specific because we have also questions to answer after.
Yeah, definitely.
So here is going to enter one building, which is called the Weapon Center. At the entrance, we have added the entry gate to the first game, the demo game. So he is now in a platform and shooting game in which he can get coins. He can get coins while he go through the different levels, and he has to find a solution to be able to go on the next level. So here the principle of this demo game is to open access to the next level by using the different blocks available to unlock the door. So here it's a step-by-step demo game where you can see you can target the blocks directly, or you can also use walls to target the block. For example, here we can see that we have a barrier
Yeah.
before the block, so you have to use the right side panel
Yeah.
to target it. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
In order to and each time he moves forward, he has
Yeah.
coins. The little blue things you have seen on the bottom.
Yeah.
These are mini MetaG coins that will be used for play to earn.
Oh.
So how we work is that we will provide coins inside the main map, inside the games. The more the user advances in the game, the more value he will get in terms of coin, and those coins will give him income into MetaG tokens. So this is how the play to earn system will work. In the games, we have the capacity to hide some coins, and those coins will be transferred later on into MetaG token value. So all the games we're going to embed inside our own ecosystem, because we are also our own editor. So all the games we're going to do as an editor will have that play to earn functionality embedded, and this play to earn functionality will also be provided for game editors. So when they create their own games, they can decide how much token they want to, how much mini coins they want to add in their games in order to transfer that into MetaG token for their user and remunerate them.
Okay. So can people play against each other in this game?
This game is just a demo game to show you the different possibilities. But the games that will be created, there's all the possibilities. Actually, we are going to do shooting games and fighting games between different users. We are going to do also platform games, casino games. But the main principle is that every time the user enter a game or find something specific in the map, it unlocks things. It can unlock NFTs. It can unlock NFTs such as assets. It can unlock coins for play to earn that are going to be transferred into MetaG token.
Okay, so it can unlock anything. So when you say assets, it could be weapons, it could be a different kind of jet.
Yeah. For example, at start, we will hide in the map some coins. We will hide in the map some assets, such as transportation vehicles, such as weapons, such as avatars, such as skin textures. So the more the user will have an experience inside the ecosystem, the more he will be able to upgrade his character, his assets, and also the access he has to the different games.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I think we're all good for the walkthrough and the gameplay. So what we're going to do now, in order to show that it's working also in VR mode, Alexandre is going to shut down his screen share, connect the Oculus, boot again on his side on the Oculus, and then he will show us the experience with the headset, okay?
Yes.
Meanwhile, maybe we can check some questions from the community and answer the main questions.
Yeah,
Okay?
we could do that. Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
really good. Okay, that's
Okay.
really, really exciting. Okay.
Perfect.
So we're gonna let you put on your Oculus and get ready. And in the meantime, what we could do is there's been Twitter questions, so we could take some Twitter questions, and then we can move on to see what questions will come up on YouTube. Guys, I don't know if you already know, but you can also write your questions in the Telegram chat, on our GameStation Telegram chat, on Metagamz Telegram chat, also on YouTube, and also some people have responded on Twitter. Let's go for the first question. So we've got a question here from Edward Carroll on Twitter. He said, you mentioned about Metagamz as the first VR ecosystem dedicated to gaming, which is a rich feature, high-end technology. Does that mean that Metagamz system requirements before we can enjoy the game, what will be expected? Do they need high-spec devices only?
Okay, so here there's multiple questions in the same question, so I will try to answer one by one. So first, it's important to understand that we act as a VR gaming aggregator. So our goal is to create the ecosystem, to create the tools that will enable the community to use our tools to create also their own building and to create their own gameplay. So our strategy is first to create the main map, to create also the urbanism of that main map, to create the first games inside the ecosystem for each kind of game: MMORPG, FPS, sports, casino, and fun games. Once we will have those games ready, the experience provided by us as a team will be totally for free. The users can download Metagamz on their computer. They can launch it as any kind of PC or Mac game. And once they enter Metagamz ecosystem, the main map, it's free. Once they want to play on Metagamz game or own games, it's free. We will have also the play to earn available, so they will be even generating revenues using our games, because we want to attract users, we want to attract community, and the tools we're developing, the editors for the building and the SDK for the gameplay creation, those tools that we're developing and that we will publish in the coming year, it will be also provided for free. The only thing that a user will need to have in order to become an editor in the platform, it's to own the land. Once you own a land, so all the parcels of the system won't be for sale. We keep some from Metagamz, we keep some also, most of them, from the infrastructure, such as the urbanism with the roads, the transportation, public transportation, such as trains or boats. We keep space also and room for forest, nature, mountain. So from all the parcels that have been divided from the main map, some of them will be provided for sale. And once the people get that land, they can take one parcel, they can take multiple parcels, then they can use, they will be able to use in the future our editor kit to create their own building and brand it the way they want. If they have their own assets, we will be also capable of embedding those assets if they are properly configured inside the ecosystem, so they can create their own experience in terms of building. And once users are inside their building, the game editors can provide access to different places, such as a lobby if they want to create a communication room, a competition room if they want the users to meet before starting a competition, a shop in which they will be also able to see the different NFTs available from the game editor, and a game room. So the idea is that we will provide the main map, we will provide some experience in the main map. If people go inside our own buildings, the games will be provided for free, and even play to earn will be embedded. And if they go to editors' building and land, then they can have the experience provided by the game editor. So the only thing the game editor will require is to own a land in order to have some land available in the system and attract users to his place. And once he owns the land, then he can create his own gameplays behind that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for answering that. I remember when we had the AMA, you touched upon this before, so that was great that you explained that in details. We've got some of the Twitter questions. I feel like you covered some of the teams covered some of
Yeah,
that in
let's
the
take one
AMA.
more.
So should we take one from YouTube?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
So we've got Bradley, and he says, how do you plan to integrate with other metaverses? Since the metaverse is going to be so much more than just projects, how do you plan on integrating with other projects and other future projects?
Yeah, that's a good question. So actually what's happening with the metaverse industry is that everyone is trying to do its own metaverse and its own experience on his side. So you have some people that are trying to make games like us, others metaverse dedicated to events, other metaverse dedicated to shopping. So first of all, it's important to understand that our strategy is not to go on all the subjects. We are purely dedicated to gaming, and we will stay purely dedicated to gaming. So if we have a shop, a lobby, if we have events or things like that, everything will always have to be related to the gaming industry. So that's one thing. Then the second thing, having our own metaverse and everyone having his own metaverse makes things complicated in both the blockchain industry and the gaming industry for attracting one main community and all the people into one place. So let's take some example. If I create my own metaverse and my own game, I can provide access to my community and users through that, but once they overuse that, they will have to go somewhere else. If my competitor is also doing his own game and has his community, he will attract his community to his own game. When they have finished, they will have to go somewhere else. So our main idea is, and that's why we want to create the ecosystem and make the tools open source for the community. Our main idea is that we want to create one place where all the gaming industry and the gamers can come and build all together in the same place only. The benefit for that is actually it's actually good for everyone, because if I am a game editor and I create my game into Metagamz, I can attract my community and tell them to play on my metaverse, although I don't have to create all the stack of it, which is a bit complicated, because we will, as Metagamz, already provide them the links with the blockchain, the links with the 3D NFT asset and things like that. So they won't have to create all the stack. They will be able to use the existing system and just build their own experience. So as a game editor, I can attract users to my community, but also if I create my game into Metagamz, I have access to the community of other game editors. And this is where it becomes interesting, because if we fill up only by ourselves Metagamz with the future games we are going to create, of course we will attract users and we will attract gamers and create the first kind of experience. But the real power of the system will come when more game editors will hop in the train and create their own experience inside the ecosystem, because at that point they will have all tools available for them to do so, and they will have also the access to the main community as a whole. And this is what is important. So our goal is really to try to organize this industry. So that's why we want to call ourselves the gaming metaverse, because we are creating layers to be able to create all kinds of games, to link them to the blockchain, to have a VR experience as a metaverse, and provide that as a free tool to the game editors. Also, of course, we will have to generate incomes and revenues from the ecosystem to keep on enhancing the developments and the games. So as MetaG token will be the only token available inside the ecosystem for all transactions, we will, as the main owner of the ecosystem, we will take a small fee of all the transactions in order to generate more revenue and keep on developing the ecosystem. Okay.
That's amazing. That's an amazing answer. Yeah, the game and metaverse. Love it.
Yeah.
That was a good answer.
So I think Alexandre is ready now. So
he's ready now. I was going to say, do we have time for one more? But yeah, looks like he's got his Oculus on.
Okay,
Perfect.
so Alexandre now is going. He has plugged the Oculus on his computer. Just switch mode into in order to go to VR mode. So he's going to share us his screen so we can see also what he is doing on his side. Alexandre, can you keep both the screen and your head on the side so we can see also your movement?
Yeah, I will just reduce it like this. I'm going to share the screen. Okay.
Okay. So as you can see here, you will see on the left part what he sees inside the Oculus. And on the right side, you can see once he gets the headset on, that it will be fully immersed inside the ecosystem.
It's starting.
Okay.
Just adjust it. And
so just to remind everyone about what we're seeing now. So everything that we saw before, the main map with the different buildings, the lands, the ground, and everything is VR compliant. So all that we've seen before when he was running, when he was using the jetpack, it's already VR compliant. So the experience is already in 360. Alexandre, can you make a little bit of walkthrough again using the VR headset?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay.
Okay.
Let me just find where I am. Okay, this is.
So now what you're seeing on the left part of the screen is what he sees also inside his headset. So when he looks down, looks up, this is what he sees.
Yeah, we're in his brain right now.
So here the experience becomes interesting because, as I explained, we have a main map, we have buildings, we will hide games, assets inside the main map. When we go inside the building, we have also access to a specific gameplay that is provided by the game editor. So the experience is unlimited because now what he sees inside is really that kind of design, this 3D design with that kind of rendering, not the same resolution because the screen of Oculus doesn't have the same resolution, but to max capacity, we're displaying the same environment. So here it's going to be a bit more fun because the users can play it on computer as we've seen before. They can go through the map like in Grand Theft Auto, they can go through the map, go to different places, try to unlock things, etc. But if they want to have the full experience of it, they just need to put the headset on, and whatever they do, it will be in 360. So when you take the boat or you take the plane as a transportation vehicle and you walk through the map all the way from one place to the other, when you have the 360 headset, you will be able to look left, look right, look up and down and have the same experience. So if you're jumping from a building and you watch down, you will have the feeling of falling to the ground.
Oh, wow.
So this is what brings the experience to the next level.
Yeah, definitely. And when you do it yourself, the way it feels, I've tried it on I've done it just once. It's like you're in that world. So everything feels so real. It's crazy.
Yeah. You don't have that realistic feeling anymore because you're purely inside the world. So we try to make something realistic enough in terms of ground, roads, buildings, so the user don't get lost. But we want also to push it a bit to provide a new experience. So that's why we have sky, LEDs, some kind of colors that will bring something different, not too much realistic, but not too much futuristic too. Yeah. But in terms of artistic direction, we can do anything we want. If we want to have something like a map looking like, I don't know, like hell or like heaven with angels or demons, that will be possible too. We have no limits in the creativity. So there is a lot of steps that will Metagamz will go through in the future the main part being 2022, because this is where we are going to create the product by itself and all the tools that will be inside that product. But once all that will be done, there is no limit in what we can create. Okay. So, Alexandre?
Yeah.
You hear me? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, sure.
Something else you wanted to show? We're good.
No, we are good.
Okay. Maybe you can go inside water a bit.
Yeah,
Go for a swim.
Full swim, maybe not. I didn't take my suit costume.
Yeah, so now he's using the jetpack and flying. So when he looks down, up, down, this is the experience he has actually. He feels like he's flying inside.
Yeah.
So when he looks down, okay, so everything he's seeing now is exactly what we're seeing now. So yeah.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's already working in VR mode. Of course, it's only the beginning. It's only a beta. We have a lot of things to do to make it work. But our vision is that by the end, at the time we have finished our work, we will have merged most of the high technology available today. Unreal Engine for the ecosystem and the metaverse part and the 3D part. The VR hardware, main hardware from the industry being Oculus, HTC Vive will be compatible, so we can have also VR experience. NFTs that will be used for both land ownership assets, such as jetpack, transportation vehicles, special weapons, special avatars, things like that. And all those ownership and all those transactions that will happen inside the ecosystem are linked to blockchain. We have decided to start working on the layer 1 avalanche, because we wanted to have something that's strong enough, that is EVM compatible, that is strong enough to take the load, because at some point a lot of transactions will happen that have low gas fees, because we don't want the ecosystem to spend a lot of money and too much money in registering the transactions. But also we wanted a system that can enable us to create NFTs that belongs to Metagamz, from Metagamz to other chain, and from other chain to Metagamz. So we needed to have a layer 1 solution that is also cross-chain. That's why we have chosen Avalanche. So now that we are putting those bricks one after the other, at the end, we will have something like Grand Theft Auto game in 3D, in VR mode, in which the assets will be registered in the blockchain for lands and for games assets, and everything will be linked to the blockchain. So in terms of security, ownership, everything will be secure enough. So yeah, this is the next generation coming, and hopefully by the end of Q3 2022, maybe the end of 2022, everything will be up and running, and everybody can just hop in and embed their asset, embed their NFT, and provide access to that to the community.
That's amazing. It's like we're in the future. It's so futuristic. It's like we've gone hundreds of years in the future. It's crazy.
Yeah. The most difficult part for us today, to be honest with you, is that we are at the tip, at the most technical part of each of this industry part. I mean, we have to be at the extreme technicity in terms of blockchain transaction and NFTs minting, because we also have 3D NFTs that are going to be minted. We have to be on top for the UE5 part, which is only a demo access for now by Epic Games. It's only a beta, and we are already using it as per maximum capacity, and we will also enhance the system. The more Epic Game enhance their solution. So we are on top on UE. We have to be on top in terms of graphic creation of assets for 3D assets and mint those assets into the blockchain. So we are also preparing a 3D NFT minter that will be related to Metagamz ecosystem. So yeah, the most difficult part is that we have to take all those very technical bricks, link them into something that is coherent, and make sure that each step works properly. So once we provide access to our community and our users to those tools, they don't have to have headaches about those parts. It's already done. They will just have to create their own assets, embed their own asset, and the gameplay that's behind. So it's like 20 to 30% of the work remaining they will have to do. For all the rest, as an aggregator, it's our job to make sure that everybody has the proper tools to move forward.
So this is only the beginning, basically.
Yeah, it's
so
only
much to
the
come.
beginning. We started the development really few months ago with the technical specs, with the first tests to make sure everything was compliant. And we started that beta development maybe two months and a half ago, which is almost quite advanced for the time spent. But we don't have any major technical issue. Everything is under control, everything is working. We just need to link it to the same ecosystem and make it a bit more simple for the coming users to interact and use all those tools.
Oh, that's great. It's so good that we got to feel and experience it. I feel like it makes all the difference. And now that the community know what's to come, it's so exciting. It's like we're just here for the journey. So it's great. And I see there's been so many questions on Telegram.
Yeah.
There's questions on YouTube. There's questions on Twitter, everything. So, I mean, I don't know how much time you're going to have to answer some of these questions.
It's okay. Well, before we move forward with the question and maybe some AMA, I want to also insist on one last thing. I know that the community from users, from gaming editors, from investors, everybody is waiting behind our shoulder and seeing what we're doing. And I really wanted to do that live stream to show that there is a real team behind, that there is a real project that we're currently working on, that what we are trying to create is really the next gen technology. And in terms of technology, we are almost already more advanced than most of the projects that are available today. So yeah, we have something, we're working on it. We have big team behind too. We have a roadmap to follow, and we will try to stick to that. We all know that there's always some delays, so we try to reduce those delays. But as per our vision and as per what we intend to do, by the end of 2022, this will be fully complete. So we will make an official launch first for everyone to start going in the main map, walk through the main map, giving us also the first feedbacks about what they feel, what they see, if they encounter any bugs, so we solve also those parts. And by the end of Q3, we will have a major phases which we will provide access to more games and SDKs. And by the end of the year, everything will be up and running. So yeah, it's just 2-3 major steps that are still to go. But yeah, the product is here already. Yeah. So yeah, now I'm happy that everybody sees that, sees the team, sees that we're working behind. Give us your feedback, give us our help, talk about that project around you. And of course, we are going to do a lot of partnership. Of course, we are going to connect with the main players of the industry. We are already in contact with HTC Vive. We are already in contact with Epic Games. There's a lot to go, but for now we have to focus on creating that project.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we're so lucky to see the sneak peek.
Yeah.
Like the sneak peeks has been amazing. I'm glad that you took us through some gameplay. You did the whole walkthrough, the presentation, the whole VR. I wish we all had our Oculus together and we all kind of just was in that whole metaverse world together. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can do that next year, like Q3.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
Maybe one day.
yeah.
Even
Next
within
time
the
in
year, we
VR
will do
mode.
another live stream. We will showcase other things, maybe NFT assets, maybe some gameplays. We have already more gameplays than what we've just shown you. We wanted to show you something that is really almost fully done, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the difficulty is now that we have many things to put in place, and when the house will be done, people will be able to see it running fully, you know.
Definitely. And when the house is done, we'll all have our avatars and we'll all play games
Yeah,
and we'll all meet
yeah.
in the sports. And I
And
think it's
that's
taken
the
on
idea. And we
audiences.
don't want
Yeah.
to own the place. We want to create it and provide
Yeah.
access to the community, so it will be owned by the community. And we want the blockchain and the gaming industry to merge into working with us on that, because this is the kind of future technology that I think both industry require now.
I agree. I think that's where we're moving.
Yeah. So yeah, we're here and down for the presentation now. So if you want to move forward with the AMA, so
Yeah,
we can
let's get some questions. There's so many questions. I know we're not going to have time to answer all these questions, guys, but let's just do what we can to give what we can. As you guys know, we are going to be picking the 4 best questions, and there's $200 up for grabs. We already picked the GLEAM winners, the 10 winners, where $1,000 up for grabs. So now we're going to be picking some great questions. So we've got questions of Telegram, Twitter, and YouTube. What do you guys prefer? What should we
pick
go
your
for first?
choice.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Let's see which one grabs you
I
first.
have seen one that is interesting. Maybe I'm gonna reply
Yeah,
this
take
one.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone is asking on YouTube if the gaming platform will be available on mobile phone, or if it's only playable on desktop. So here's some technically important information to understand. Nowadays, there is 2 ways to have such an ecosystem running. Way number 1 is to put the game into streaming servers. If we do that, everybody will have access to the game, okay, from any kind of technology, of hardware. It could be the desktop, PC, Mac, mobile. But the issue is that because those streaming servers are very expensive, when I say very expensive, it's really very expensive. What happened is that we have to provide a limit in terms of simultaneous users. So for example, if we want to have 10,000 simultaneous users using any kind of device on a stream server, it will cost maybe tens of thousands of euros per month just to host the space for that low amount of users. So we have decided to take option 2. Option 2 being that we will provide the game executable file to the users, and we will slowly make that game compatible with more and more hardware from the market. So first, it will be compatible for PCs in 3D and VR. It will be also compatible for Mac. But for Mac, some hardware are not working in VR, some hardware are working in VR. So we will tell which hardware is compatible with Mac. And slowly, by the time we move forward, we will make sure that the system is compatible with most of the hardware in the industry. But one point is important to understand is that if we want users to be able to play that game on mobile, with iPhone or Android mobile, we have to create a specific file for that, and they will be limited by the computing power of their own hardware to really have an exact view of the 3D, a real pure rendering of it. So that kind of streaming server that make the game accessible to everyone, it will come someday, but it will come later in few years, because the technology is already quite new and it's very expensive to use. So meanwhile, this comes to a more accessible price. We will create specific files for the different main hardwares of the industry.
Thank you. What was the name of the person that wrote that question?
That question was from Habinav Shohan.
Habinath Shohan. Yeah, I'm just taking all their names down. Okay, perfect. I've got another question. This is from Telegram, and it's from Abdul Rahim on Telegram, and he said, "I read by user Metagames, a publisher can create and embed any game in the virtual land, but you didn't mention how it works. Would you tell me how the publisher can embed or create its own game in the VR land?"
Yeah, sure. So we are not at that point of the roadmap so far. Okay, so we are creating the tools and we are working on making them as much simple as possible. But basically, the game editor will have access to two main things. One main thing will be import assets. So if he wants, he will be able to create assets we already have in the system, or to import his own assets. If he wants to import his own assets that he has designed or he may design, you will have to follow specific, really specific technical specifications. Because for assets to be able to run on that kind of environment, they have to respect some kind of parameters. So if they follow the tutorial properly, it will work properly. If they don't, it won't work. So they will be able to use assets we have and to embed their own assets. So that's one editor that we will provide. And the second part for the gameplay, it's SDK. So for example, for moving function, move forward, move back, move left, move right, turn head left hand, turn head left, turn head right, trigger, reload, trigger shooting, things like that. We will provide main functions that are much more easier to use, and the game editors will be able to create his own experience, movement, gameplay using his assets and those functions.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for answering the question. We've got so many questions. Okay, this one is from YouTube. So Kishora Invest has said the competition is getting harder and harder in blockchain industry, also in GameFi. Metaverse segment, what will make you different from other projects? I feel like you've covered this already actually. And what are your main
Our main
advantages?
difference is that if you take the main references of the industry, you have like Decentraland, which is not dedicated to gaming. They are also doing events and things like that, but it's not VR, and we can consider it's an aggregator, but aggregator of different things. If you take Sandbox, for example, it's maybe one of our closer competitors, because Sandbox is already a game. It's already VR compliant. They have some kind of SDK you can use to create your own little game. But the main difference is that there is only one kind of game that is being available, and the 3D rendering is far from what we have achieved now in Unreal Engine 5, because it's Unreal Engine 5. So so far, there is nobody taking the niche as we're doing it. What I mean by that is nobody is trying to be a VR gaming aggregator and offer the possibility to others to create their own games. The only one doing so is Sandbox, and the kind of games that we can play is only the Sandbox model. In our case, we really want to create one type of FPS game, one type of MMORPG game, one type of sports game, and then increase the type of games that can be created. So we focus our work on the ecosystem and the tools, and the community can use those tools to give free access to their creativeness.
Yeah, brilliant. It allows them to be creative and express themselves, which is great.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we've got William from Telegram. He said many projects have really good products, great backers, but still fail because they sell too much NFTs. So how to increase NFT value in Metagamz Project while developers still want to sell lots of NFTs to increase the revenue?
Yeah. So first, we are going to go for NFT land sale, okay, soon, because we're going also in Dubai to showcase the product, explain what's the next step, and starting getting also bigger on board, bigger investors and backers also that want to be part of the experience. But what we're doing is that first of all, we will reduce to maybe 5 to maximum 10% of the total lands available, because we don't want anyone else to own most of the land available in the ecosystem. So we just sell some part of it in order to generate more revenues for the development, to also attract more partners into the project. But 90% of the NFTs will be sold after the project is open. So we don't want to generate revenues and burn those revenues while the project is not really ready. We just cap a little to generate enough income to make the development, but most of those revenues will come later on. Once we open access to Metagames, people will be able to go through the map, and they will be able to see the different parcels and decide if they want to buy a land, which land they want to buy and why they want to buy it. They will be already able to see it. So those NFT land sale part will start only after we have opened. For assets such as avatars, weapons, and everything, it's the same. Those assets will be sold only when they can be usable, not before.
Thank you. Thanks for answering William's question. We still have, I don't know how many more questions you would like to take. We still have quite a lot more questions.
Let's
coming
take
through.
one more. Yeah,
Yeah?
and I
Should
think we need to.
Yeah, yeah. Should we do Telegram, Twitter, or YouTube?
Twitter.
Twitter. Okay, let's go to Twitter. Okay, let's get out a Twitter question. So we have got, who is this? Okay, we have got sorry if I say this name so wrong. I'm sorry about this. Dijaratiran. Sorry about that. How would you guys plan on expanding the project globally? How would you gain more members in different communities from around the world? And how does Metagamz want to become the biggest as possible?
First, by using play to earn system. The idea is that we want to create and attract users and create a community by providing them play to earn. People want money, so we will give them money. They want a nice experience, they want to play, and they want to earn money. So we will surf on that wave and try to attract more people, more gamers by using play to earn solution. And also, what we're going to do is that it's very important to understand that because we run on Unreal Engine 5, we are open to embed inside our ecosystem anything that will be created in the future using Unreal Engine 5. Most of the game editors today, like Activision, Blizzard, Electronic Arts, are starting to create their next games using that engine, because that engine is the future in terms of imagery, even for even for movies such as Hollywood movies. They start to do scenes, not shooting them, but making them in Unreal Engine. So what happened is that, for example, the next version is Fortnite. Fortnite will run on UE5. Nothing prevent us to be able to have a Fortnite building in Metagamz, and once you enter that building, you enter Fortnite games. That's totally possible. So once we have enough community, it will be in the interest of other game editors to make their own platform building and embed their own games inside the ecosystem to attract people from our community to their games. So this is our strategy, attracting more people by providing them access to a nice experience, to play to earn games, and start going to other game editors and making partnership with them in order for them to embed their solution if they have any inside Metagamz, or create their own game with the help of our team.
Amazing, brilliant. That sounds cool. I didn't know Hollywood movies did that. That's a good little bit of information. I didn't know.
Yeah. So yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, guys. That was the last question. Do you guys have anything else you want to say to the community?
No, it's okay. I've seen a lot of questions also inside inside chat, inside the TG. I've seen also people that are asking if how they can participate in building the thing. Well, if you have any questions, you can follow and ask your question mostly on Twitter or TG. We have an official chat room where everybody can talk. We will listen to your suggestion too, and if people want to be part of that project, of course they can contact me through our community managers. They can get in touch with me, and we will discuss different kind of partnership we could do, of course.
Yeah, that sounds great. And there's a lot of positive feedback from the community. I've seen a lot of people saying they love Metagamz, and a lot of support on Twitter, which is so nice.
Cool.
So that's been great that people have been so lovely.
Sorry for yesterday, Quack. It was just a little technical issue for having the feedback, but we're here, we're doing the work, we're doing the job, we keep on pushing, and everybody is welcome to provide us help, communication, exposure. We want to make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been such a pleasure to have you guys here. The whole Metagamz showing us the whole 3D and the whole virtual reality and putting us in the whole world. Everyone's so excited about like the journey, quarter 3, having their own avatar. It's just been absolutely exceptional. So thank you so much, Jonathan, Laurent,
Thanks.
Alexandra, Heve. It's been an
You're
absolute pleasure.
welcome.
It's been, yeah, it's been
Thanks,
so good.
Kathy, and also a special thanks to GameStation, because GameStation, they are here, they are there, they are helping us since the beginning, I must say it. And yeah, we're going to promote what we can in partnership with you. You're doing a great job, guys, and we love GameStation, the
We love
community too.
Metagamz and GameStation. So thank
Thank
you
you
so
very
much,
much.
whole GameStation community and Metagamz community. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Thanks, Kathy. Thanks,
Thanks,
everyone,
guys.
and hope to see you soon in Metagamz.
Take
See you
care.
soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great
Bye.
day.
Thanks.
Bye.